have a favorite feature to use in here?
Yeah.
Something that you think is very cool?
Check this out.
Wow.
So that's pretty neat.
Alright, so my man Mark Zucky, Chuck, and Bucky the Vampire Slayer Zuckerberg finally decided to unveil his plans for the future, and they're kinda cool, but they're also Mark's plans, so that kinda sucks. Obviously, what Facebook unveiled a couple weeks ago is an insanely large, complex, and multifaceted issue, and it warrants as much discussion and debate as possible. So, being a loser on the internet, I have decided to broadcast my opinions to the masses, as many others have. I should stop beating around the bush now, and let's just start unpacking this mess like a big shitty diaper. Virtual reality is a technology that has rapidly grown in capability and popularity over the past couple years. It's always been this little niche novelty for the longest time now. You know, just these fun, expensive gadgets that everybody knew about, but nobody really respected. A thing you put your grandma on so she shits her pants at a Chuck E. Cheese jump scare and you could get 60 trillion views on YouTube. That was until the year 2019 when an explosion of VR advancements slapped us in the face like a horse cock. Boneworks released very late into the year. That game pushed the limits of VR to the absolute extreme, and it was a sort of glimpse into the future. In other words, it was fucking crazy. Half-Life Alyx was announced, which would go on to introduce a massive amount of interest and excitement into the VR scene, and Oculus released 2 new headsets, the Rift S, and the thing people gave a shit about, the Oculus Quest. The Oculus Quest had pretty decent success, and it certainly got a lot of traction during the 2019 holiday season. I remember at the time people were super excited that so many newcomers were entering VR, but hoo boy. The Quest really germinated into the thing that pushed VR into the mainstream like a piece of shit into a toilet bowl. It especially helped that the funny disease came around the next year, which really made people just get comfy with these advancements. And damn my boy, I don't know how they did it, but Facebook came in with that double whammy, just fucking slam dunked a new headset on our faces, a new headset, a pretty headset, a cheap headset, all for the low, low price of $300 and the consent for Mark Zuckerberg to slide his greasy cock into your ass. Now that there's a VR headset that is cheaper, not to mention easier to find than a new next-gen console, people are flocking into the virtual world. So even though the last big VR game to ever come out was basically Population 1 at this point, the industry is doing fantastic. Every single rich white techie entrepreneur guy has said vague things about the Metaverse for years now. It's such an obvious next step, but these dudes talk about it like they're fucking Stephen Hawking or some shit.
It's coming boys, real soon. Coming down the pipeline.
I guess enough development time has finally passed, because along with what I like to call the 2021 explosion of new VR things, there's also the 2021 Metaverse explosion and the 2021 Taco Bell shit explosion. Microsoft came in with that mesh, getting out the reverbs, getting out the HoloLenses to do some wacky ass Star Trek shit, right in the comfort of your personal rich person library. And now my man Marky Moo is rolling in with his Metaverse, doing all that crazy shit with Ray-Ban glasses so you could talk to a hologram of your grandma. Admittedly, the tech they showed was crazy cool. I'm not afraid to admit that while I was watching that entire presentation, I was giddy with excitement and optimism. It's hard not to get excited with these prospects, especially in this current world of technological stagnation. I really like the idea of the Metaverse. I think it's a much healthier way to socialize and share than the fucking cesspool that is social media. The only bad part is that Facebook is at the helm. And obviously that's not a surprising revelation. Facebook bad. Every caveman know that Facebook bad. But I don't think people realize how close we are to the absolute worst route the Metaverse could start on. Facebook doesn't care about you. Facebook is not your friend, and in fact that applies to every corporation under the sun. The Metaverse should be open source and free. Cause we all know America ain't free no more, babe. Let's revert back to the wild west of the internet. The days when anybody could voice their opinions with no issue. The days when everybody had a fair shot at becoming a successful, respected content creator as long as they had the talent and the grit. Here's my pitch for the Metaverse. Take VR chat. Make it appealing to more people other than weeaboos and degenerates. Connect it to every game, all the games. Make it like Wreck-It Ralph, where you can walk into the Mayro and you can jump in the Mayro. You can walk into the Bonework and then you can shoot in the Bonework. Add more content creation features. Allow people to share anything from sculpture to paintings to virtual clothing and display or sell it. And give everyone an equal platform and an equal voice.